As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go in Mexico City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
They give it to him again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back-to-back carries here. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throw on 3rd down. He's going to try to drop it in deep. His first throw is an interception. And the 49ers are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Kittle brings it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a 49er first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's go now.
Another try following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. Over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Pass play coming here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Huskies are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready? Mustang 19.
They're going play action. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Come on. Set. Ready?
They'll run for this. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground, to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Huskies are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Head the street.
Back to the well again. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Shut up. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
To the air, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field. And
That's the end of the first quarter.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got a first to begin the frame. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 49ers.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Big Lion. Check out.
Hand off to the back. A lot of grass ahead. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now. Ready?
Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Here we go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Juju Brents with a pick. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run here on 1st down. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Working quickly here. Play action on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
left side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the second. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check smash. Check smash. Street. Street. Huck.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll try and throw it here. He's going deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant.
Oh, and they're going to fake this one. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
If they need a new emergency quarterback, Kate, I think they found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, and that was the perfect moment to dial it up.
Go.
Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Check. Bobcat. Check.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Mexico. The Huskies pushing for points. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go, Reed. Go.
Give now to the running back. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Okay, ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Hurt, hurt.
Here's the handoff. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, check that. Hey, smash Bronco. Go trap. Hook.
Working inside the red zone. Has some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Here we go, set. Panther Street.
He has it on the QB sneak. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Ooh-wee, Kate. No secrets there, no subterfuge. You can look that up in the dictionary. They lined up like it was a sneak, drove it forward, and absolutely outmanned and outgunned at the point of attack.
60 Eagle. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
On 2nd and about a yard. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Go.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now, they're left with 4th and goal.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Ready?
Back to throw, needing a first. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Huskies earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies tie this game 7-7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He's going to throw this one. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. 65 back.
They'll throw it again. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates.
From the red zone now. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Huskies 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half.
That's the end of the first
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Teams are back out on the field, everyone is set, and the second half is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's second and 11. That one's complete, right side. Duke's at a one-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a 49er first down. Throwing now off play action. throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, set. Back at 60.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Huskies take over on his 5th interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Running this one left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
Back to throw now. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Max Melton with the INT. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now a give running right. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 36. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, He's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it. He loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Ready.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down.
Go!
Now looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Check smash.
Now a give left side. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 70 range. 19 tight. Go.
They'll throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the 49ers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Juke the defender. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
Ready up.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Going ground game again here. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 6 yards. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Huskies 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 32. Complete over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And they're going to have a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give him a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ready?
Here's a give up the middle. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Ready?
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Alert, trap alert. Here we go. Set. Check. Foul catch. Viking 18. Hut, hut.
Hand off to the back. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
Come on. Set. Go, Reed. Go. Ready?
Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hurt. Set, go. Go.
They give it to him again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Huskies cut it to a point late in this one. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
trying the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it... Oh, no! The ball is loose! Recovered by the defense.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They've got 1st down from the 31. He'll look to throw it. Throwing the out route complete. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now.
They'll run here on 1st down. Has a lane inside the 25. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll give them a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the well again. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Setting up to pass. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Desperation time here on 4th. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Huskies make the play that should win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Caught by his back. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Huskies double their lead to 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football.